Madam Chair, may I be recognized?
Yes, sir, you're recognized.
Van Drew.
5 minutes, Van Drew.
It's fine. Madam Chair, I was also told that this would be a good opportunity for me to just speak about the bill for a couple of minutes. First of all, I wanted to speak about this amendment, 05. I agree with Mr. Graves. It's common sense. It's the right thing to do. I think this should be a no-brainer. You're welcome. I speak in support of the legislation as well. This Water Resources Development Act of 2022, which authorizes the activities of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers for the next 2 years. In my district, the southern part of New Jersey has over 150 miles of shoreline and a half a dozen rivers. Our community's way of life depends on the Army Corps keeping our waterways clear and keeping them safe. I am proud to have worked with this committee and the Army Corps to secure both projects and policies in this legislation. The Water Resources Bill includes project studies to increase the federally authorized depth of both the Morris River and the Salem River located on the New Jersey Bayshore. In 2022 budget, we secured $4.1 million to secure and dredge the Morris River. Shipyards on the Morris River service the United States Coast Guard, the Army Corps, the New Jersey State Police, and the shellfish business as well. That have been seriously impacted by this clogged channel. Dredging will occur this fall for the first time in a quarter of a century. We should not stop there. We should increase the depth of the Morris River so that local businesses can serve larger vessels. There is latent demand for these services, with local businesses having to turn down large contracts due to the river not being deep enough, and that's no way to get the economy going. Increasing the depth of the Morris River will provide tremendous operational and economic benefits to the United States. The Salem River and the Port of Salem is likewise primed for economic growth. For years, the Port of Salem has asked that the depth of the river be increased to facilitate businesses like grain and sand, and most importantly, shipping. I'm glad to begin the process of deepening the Salem River through this legislation. These project studies are wins for the United States of America. They're wins for New Jersey, and most of all, wins for South Jersey. And we're working with the Army Corps to move these studies forward so that we may authorize full projects in the 2024 Water Resources Bill. Also included in this legislation is the policy to develop a national strategic plan on the beneficial use of dredged materials. And Representative Perry, that is a way to save a ton of money for local governments, for state government, for federal government. Beneficial use is the future of maritime infrastructure. One of the biggest problems with dredging is what do you do with the dredge? Continual problem for decades. Beneficial use leverages materials for purposes such as ecosystem restoration and coastal resilience. It increases project benefits and it decreases costs. Let me say that again, it decreases costs. Unfortunately, regulatory red tape and interagency conflicts so often happen, and they're impeding the Army Corps from accomplishing its statutory objective of maximizing the beneficial use of dredged materials. This policy equips the Army Corps to identify the red tape and work with the Congress to improve regulations so that the United States can fully leverage beneficial use techniques. This is the future, it's important, it's less expensive, and it's better. The bipartisan policy will position Congress to eliminate government red tape, save taxpayers millions of dollars, and provide massive environmental benefits. I look forward to working with the Army Corps, we all do, on implementing this strategic plan on the beneficial use of dredged materials. This legislation, the Water Resources Act of 2022, is a big win for all of us. It's a big win for New Jersey and South Jersey, and I support, in general, favorably reporting this bill from committee to be considered by the House, and I yield back.
Thank you, Mr. Van Drew. The gentleman yields back.